Hello, and welcome to the video of my last ride of 2021. This video feels like it was years in the making, as I started it in 2021 and I'm just finishing it now in February of 2022. I shot this footage on November the 4th, and I had the rough cut finished by mid-December. I'd hoped to get it finished by the end of the year, but life got in the way. First, Christmas happened. Then two of my favorite computer games had major updates that I had to play. Then to start the new year I got sick. I'm feeling much better now, so I'm finally able to get this video finished. Just in time too, as the 2022 riding season is only a couple of months away. The temperature today is at the lower limit of my cold tolerance, 8 degrees Celsius, or about 46 degrees Fahrenheit. It helps that it's sunny out and the winds are light. So for my last ride of the year, I decided to do one of my favorite local rides and go to Elk Island National Park. It's about a half-hour drive to get there, taking the fastest route, but on nice days I can stretch it out to over 45 minutes by taking secondary roads. But today the sun will be setting early and it is a little cool, so I'll be taking the fast route. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm really liking the improved stability that my Ryker has with the upgraded sway bar and end links. Before the upgrade, I didn't enjoy riding at highway speeds. All the twitchiness did not inspire confidence. That has changed since I upgraded it, and it feels very stable now, even at speeds exceeding the speed limit. The Adventure windshield is another mod that I really appreciate when I'm doing highway riding. I have the windshield set at its lowest position, and at 5'8" I can look over it when sitting up, but on cold days like today, I can slouch down a bit and I'm fully protected from the wind. It also does a pretty good job of pushing the wind out past my shoulders. This is really cool. 2 bison grazing at the side of the road. These turned out to be 2 of the 3 bison that were on the road this trip. That's a pretty good day for me, as I don't always see any bison this close when I go through the park. I was sort of bragging this up to a cyclist that I was talking to in the parking lot, and he told me that earlier in the day a whole herd crossed the road in front of him. This is Stoughton Lake. I think I pronounced that correctly. It's my usual halfway stopping point on the trip. It has clean washrooms and lots of picnic tables. In the summer there's paddleboard and kayak rentals available, and usually there's a food truck. There's also a campground golf course close by here. The GoPro doesn't capture it, but there were dozens of Canada geese in the water just to the left of that little island. The shallow ponds are starting to get ice on them already, so I don't think it'll be very long before the geese decide to head south. I know I'm not going to hang around here any longer, as I can feel the temperature dropping as the sun gets lower in the sky. Time to turn around and head home. Here is the third bison that I was able to get close to on this trip. I chose wisely when I decided to make Elk Island my destination today. It turned out to be my best bison sightings of the year. this train overpass is just before I get back home. I had to put this train shot in here as I couldn't have timed it any better if I'd tried. It went overhead just as I was going underneath. Okay, it's that sad time of year when I'm going to winterize the bike. We've got snow in the forecast and it sure doesn't look like I'll be riding anymore this year. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I did last year, I take the battery out so that I can put it on a trickle charger every few weeks. Where I park here in the garage, I can't leave it plugged into a trickle charger because there's no secure place to leave it. After my last ride, I filled the tank up with gas, the fuel tank, and added fuel stabilizer. And then after I remove the battery, I will cover it up. It's a dust cover, and then we'll see it again in the spring. So last year I really struggled getting the battery unhooked because it's a real awkward spot where the strap connects to the frame, and using just a screwdriver I went through quite a lot of trial and swearing to get it unhooked. So I had my son make a special tool this year that will allow us just to press down on the strap and hopefully it'll be just easy peasy. And this is the trial run of using this. So we just put it on here, press down, and it's undone. Just like that. There it is. Patent pending. Okay, everything's done for the season. Put you away and see you in the spring. Good night.